AI is changing the game drastically for how you generate your partner's results within your SMMA. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I managed to generate $50,000 in back-end revenue last month. And then obviously I had some new sales coming in, so we ended the month at around $76,000. So let's just dive right into it. As far as the optimization event, what I do, for context, I work with home improvement businesses, primarily remodelers. I run lead ads, I use instant forms. But first, and what I see as the most important thing nowadays is the creative, because for the most part, the targeting is pretty broad. So the thing that matters the most is basically the creative. So the way I create new videos and really print them out for my partners is using Claude, and it's using Hicksfield AI. So basically what I do is, let's just take this as an example. Florida, remodeler, kitchen. Then we can take an example. So what I would do here is, I'll take their website, and then I will say, I have just signed this new partner. Please analyze their website and help me with creating the absolute best performing ads for driving sales for this business. Let me just pause it until I'm done with this prompt. All right, so going back to the scripts, I have finished it now. So it's saying, I want you to give me scripts for AI voiceover and also prompts for these voiceover to Hicksfield sedans. Create an ultra realistic video of A, and then if it finishes that sentence, I need 8 to 12 videos. So let's take first the website here and put it in, and then let's see what it gives us. The reason why I'm giving it 8 to 12 is because I always start with basically running 8 to 12 different creatives, and then from there I see after a week what is actually the winning angles for this partner, and then I create more videos. So I can basically take the script from the winning ad that we created and then tell Claude to make more scripts for this particular angle, so we can double down on the winning ad. So yeah, now it's just starting to run. While it's prompting, I can just show you kind of what I do in here. So the minimum that I always recommend is basically $50 a day. Preferably if they can spend $100 a day, that would be better. And then here I always maximize for number of leads. Then I get the partners to send over the zip codes. Always make sure you have at least 500,000 people in the audience size. That's just what I've found to work the best. And then I put the age range at 35 plus. All right, so let's see if these are done now. Chapters are strong. All right, I'll just pause until it's done. All right, so the scripts are now ready, and you can see that it created the voice over script and also the Hicksfield sedans B-roll prompts. And basically what you do from here is you go into Hicksfield, and then you go into the audio section in here, and then you basically take the script and put it in here and click generate. So now it generates the AI voiceover. I've found good results with using so. And then what you can do in here, I'll just show it with one example, is we create the B-roll that would work for the first part of the script. So this is going to be for the script saying, you've heard the stories, a contractor disappears for 3 weeks, blah, blah, blah. And then we basically take it in here and start creating videos. The thing is, once you have built a lot of these videos, you're just going to build a huge library of different videos that you can use again and again for different partners. What I would say is working really well though for some places is that you make it like local. So this is, for instance, in West Michigan near the lakeshore. So we try to create a video that kind of shows that this is local, and that's also something you can just give to the prompt then. Please make this hyper local to the area so the homeowners resonate with the video. And then from here it's just a constant iteration process, because I really feel like with this kind of way of creating ads, I can really revolutionize the marketing market for my industry, because if I have a bunch of partners, then I can test so many different things across these partners. After I have some more data on like what offers are working, I copy the script, and then I can start writing new scripts like on those winners and then implement them for all partners. Alright, so the voiceover is now done, so that's really just about downloading it and then putting it into CapCut. Then from here, I'm going to take the B-rolls that we have generated and then insert it here. So I'll just show you once the full video is done. Alright, so now the video is done. I would say this probably took me about like 10 minutes. So let's give it a watch.
You've heard the stories. A contractor who disappears for 3 weeks, a kitchen that was supposed to take 8 weeks and took 8 months. In Miami, renovating a kitchen without the right team isn't a risk. It's basically a guarantee something goes wrong. That's why Chapter handles everything in-house. Design, permits, construction, one dedicated team, one point of contact, from the first sketch to the last cabinet handle. No subcontractors passing the blame. No surprises halfway through demo. Just a Miami kitchen renovation done right, on budget, and on schedule. Book your free consultation with Chapter today.
So obviously this could have been done better. This was like just an example to showcase how easy it is to make these videos. Some of the kitchens, it's probably not something that would have been seen in Miami, but I didn't want to make like B-rolls for every single one of them. I just wanted to give you the idea of how you could do it. But the thing that is really powerful about this is that Claude actually obviously knows the market, and if this is more like a high-end luxury company that are selling kitchens, then the angle that they need to take in the ads is basically showcasing why they are more expensive than the other contractors, and that's exactly why they handle everything under one roof, so they can save these homeowners time, which creates value. So that's exactly what they need to showcase in this angle to get the more higher-end customers coming in. And basically from here, it's just extremely easy to create a bunch of ads, because now, for the next time, you go to the second script that Claude generated, you create the audio in Hicksfield, and then you put that in here. You duplicate this one, then you can start just changing these videos out when you have like a huge library, and then you can create like a lot of unique videos extremely fast. So I would recommend just building out an SOP, having someone hired from the Philippines that can sit and create these videos, and then you can literally print out different ads to test for your clients. So now next thing from here is getting this into the ads manager. Also just to talk about how I did this, pretty self-explanatory. Auto captions on the video. I put in a background music. You could also put in some transitions from the different clips, some sound effects. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase the simplicity here and give you the idea. Alright, so next thing is obviously getting it in. What I just wanted to show here is what an ad copy could look like, or not an ad copy, sorry, but an instant form, because this is obviously like the shield for quality. So the way I always do this is first like optimizing for getting volume in and then adding friction as necessary. So one thing that I always want to get squared out is that Facebook sometimes get leads that are out of area. So I always create this question, which is your home located in X area? And this should then be for the client, so they can say yes or no, and they will be disqualified automatically. Next thing is just like asking them what they're looking to get done. Then also what I like to add as a friction point is tell us more about your project as a short answer, so they manually need to enter that information, because if they're just shopping around and maybe they aren't even like interested in getting a remodel, then they wouldn't be able to answer that question with much detail, which is why we ask it. From here it's just a simple autofill. And then we are sending them to a calendar booking page where they can also schedule an in-home consultation immediately. What we do on the sales booking page is we add all of the questions that our team would have been asking over the phone, so we make sure they are qualified when they get through. Alright, so let's just save this, and then we can see that the ad should now be in here. And it is. So even the ad copy is also super simple. So what I do here is I just take this one and then I say, please create an ad copy for this angle. And you could also just have put it in the prompt in the first place, so it automatically happens. But this is then how we get the ad copy. So you could also tell it, please put in more emojis or whatever. You can test it. And then it's really just about putting in this one, making some spaces in between, etc., etc. I'm not going to do it here. Put in the headline, put in the description, and then the ad is pretty much ready to go. So this is how I've really cracked the code on client results in the last month. Obviously, I've had good results in the past, but like for the accounts that haven't been performing as well as the others, I've really been focused on pumping out a lot of videos, and that obviously makes a lot of sense when you are performance-based, when you get paid per qualified appointment. This is like one of the things that are just directly tied into the revenue of the business. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it was valuable. See you in the next one.